Hello everybody, it's Jess here with Blush Jess. Thank you so much for watching. Well requested video coming at you today. This is a what's for dinner video. These used to be done weekly on my channel and I haven't done one in a long time and you guys have been missing it, so I'm bringing it back. Y'all, we are so busy right now. Things are so crazy. David's working all different hours. So our dinners are very basic. A lot of times I'll cook 1 or 2 meals a week and then we'll eat leftovers. The kids usually eat something different than us. We are just doing quick and easy things, but I still try to make it somewhat healthy. So I'm going to show you in this video the things we eat this week. I'll show you David and I's dinner. I'll show you how I make some of them, and then I'll also show you what the kids are eating. So if you want to watch, stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and get started. Starting off on Monday, let's get going. Who's excited for the dinner videos? Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe, but let's get right into it. So on Monday, I decided to make some taco soup, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Super easy recipe. The first thing I did was brown about 1.5 pounds of ground beef in a big pot, and I blended up a can of Rotel. You're going to need that here shortly. You don't have to blend it up. I just like it blended better than the big, huge chunks of Rotel. Once the meat gets brown, and drain the grease, you're going to add a package of ranch seasoning mix and a packet of taco seasoning. I just use this big thing from Sam's, but about a packet's worth. I just eyeball that as much as you want. And you're going to stir it all up really good. And then I added a little more, but then you're going to add that Rotel that's all blended up. And you're going to add, this is a big pot, so I did 2 cans of tomato sauce. So I added that, and then about 1.5 cups of water, depending on how thick or thin you like it. And you're just going to let this simmer just, a few minutes or as long as you want. I wasn't happy with the color of it, so I add a little bit more of chili powder. That's optional, but I just felt like it needed it today. Once that simmers for a few minutes, you're going to go ahead and add your beans. Now, we like a lot of beans, or I like a lot of beans in the chili, and this is a big pot, so I added 4 cans, mixture of pinto, black beans, and red beans. You don't have to add that much, or you don't have to add it at all, but we really like the beans. And so I stirred that all up, and I also decided for this night that I wanted to add some corn. I don't always add corn, so I had a little bit of frozen corn, so I added maybe, I don't know, 1 cup or so, maybe 2 cups of corn. I just eyeballed that, and then I just let it cook for 20 minutes or so, just kind of simmer it. And this last step is optional. I took about 1/3 cup of masa, or you could use cornmeal, and I added water to it till I got this pasty consistency, and then I just stirred it in. You want to stir it in really, really good, so you don't have little dumplings, but it makes the soup really delicious and kind of thickens it, gives it a little bit of a corn flavor. This is so good, you guys. It freezes well. We like to top ours with sour cream and cheese, and usually some Fritos too, but this was so good we ate it like all week. For the kids that night, since they don't really like taco soup, I heated up Lucy just some of that corn with a chicken patty and apples, and Nate some chicken nuggets and a yogurt, and that was their dinner. Like I said, we keep it pretty simple. For Tuesday, we had piano, so I stopped on the way home and got Hungry Howie's. Y'all, my 3 kids, including the baby, devoured this large pizza. It was crazy. And my mom had been cooking homemade keto meatballs and homemade sauce that day, and so they do keto, but a lot of times I'll eat with them. David was working this night, so I ate some of these delicious, her meatballs are really, really good. So I just had a few meatballs with the sauce and some melted cheese. Those are really yummy, and they're also good on pasta or meatball sub or anything, but I just had them plain. I believe this is Wednesday coming up, so I'm going to show you guys some days what my baby Mark had. This is some cut up canned peaches, a little bit of cottage cheese, and some turkey lunch meat, and he loves turkey lunch meat. Lucy's playing with him. Turkey lunch meat is one of his favorite things, so he's eating that tonight. Lucy has one of her favorite things, a snacky plate. She has pears, peppers, some strawberries and blueberries, some pepperoni, some chips, and a Go-Gurt. This is like a typical Lucy lunch or dinner. It's her favorite thing. And Nate tonight, I used that turkey like I fed Mark, but I made him a quesadilla with turkey and cheese and an applesauce pouch. Nate has autism, and so his food sometimes is a little bit bland or not very exciting, but he's come a long way. Okay, so now we're on the next night, and I decided I wanted to try something called a chaffle. I don't know, it just sounded good that I saw it on Instagram, I think. I took my little baby Dash waffle maker and I put some shredded cheese on the bottom, and then I put I heated it up first, of course, and then I put some pepperoni in there, topped it with more shredded cheese. And then I just closed the lid and let it cook till there was like no more steam coming off and the light went off. And you guys, this was so good. I wanted something to go with my salad. This was super crispy, delicious. I've seen people put like pickles on the inside and do like a fried pickle. There's all different kinds. But that night I had it. This is my new favorite salad also. This chopped honey chipotle with guacamole and honey chipotle vinaigrette. I found this at Walmart, and I had this with my chaffle. There's the dressing that came with it. It has a kick to it, so if you don't like spice, you might not like it. And then I had the chaffle with a little bit of ranch from Jimmy John's that I had left over. And then this is the next night. So I made shells and cheese for Nate, and then Lucy had shells, no cheese, and peppers and apples, and Nate also had some strawberries, but he had already eaten those. And that night I fed Mark a combination of what Nate had and a combination of what we had. So he has the shells and cheese, refried beans, and ground beef. So I'm doing the TikTok, what is this called, like burrito hack, tortilla hack. So you put a cut down one side of the tortilla. I filled the first quadrant with some sour cream and lettuce. So I'm making kind of like a crunch wrap. Putting the lettuce on, and you could do this a lot of different variations. There's so many ones. If you look up tortilla Instagram or TikTok hack, there's so many variations. But in the next quadrant, I'm putting some refried beans. I just heated these up right out of the can. Mark really likes eating refried beans too, so he really enjoyed that. And I'm topping it with just some taco meat that I cooked up. And on the next section, I'm putting some tortilla chips. Next time, I will put some queso or something that has like some wetness to the chip. It would really help, I think. And then the last section, I put the cheese so it would be on the outside and melt. And then you just fold it over, and then you fold it over again and fold it over again, and it makes this like folded tortilla. And you put it on a skillet, and I sprayed it with some cooking spray just so it would get nice and brown. And I cooked it on this skillet for just maybe a couple of minutes on each side, and just until it was nice and brown, and it was really good. Like I said, next time the chips didn't stay too well because there was nothing like holding them in, but this was really good and so much easier than like the previous crunch wraps I've tried before. Those are really, really good. So that was that night. And then on the next night, this is what Mark had. I tried to show you guys in this quick video, but it's cheese grits with some egg, and then he had also some blueberries that I didn't show you. Here's Lucy's another snacky dinner. She has tortillas and pepperoni, peppers, veggie straws, and a Danimal smoothie. She loves to wrap the pepperoni in the tortillas. And then Nate, I used that taco meat and made him another quesadilla with taco meat and cheese. And that's a good way to kind of all eat similar things. At least we're using the same ingredients. And then he had this Greek yogurt from Aldi. So I used the leftover taco meat from last night, and I made this delicious plate of nachos with the refried beans, the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, and the sour cream, and some hot sauce. These were so good. This is a way to take leftovers and make them not exactly the same. It was delicious. Now I'm going to show you, I believe this was Saturday night. I just did a really easy. We did some chicken nuggets. David was working. We all had chicken nuggets. So I'm going to show you my plate in a second. But Nate had some chicken nuggets and strawberries and Doritos. Lucy had peppers, Doritos, chicken nuggets, and fruit. Then I took the chicken nuggets that I just heated up, and I put them on this Asian style chopped salad. I love the chopped salads. They're so good. And this was delicious. Adding the chicken just makes it so good and somewhat healthy. I mean, it's a big salad, but you don't feel like you're eating just a boring salad. Definitely would recommend these chopped salad kits. Now we're going to Sunday, and I don't think I show you what the kids have, but they also had some pancakes and French toast. But these are some oven pancakes my mom made. We had scrambled eggs and Conecuh sausage, which is an Alabama thing, but these were really good, just a breakfast for dinner night. Last but not least, this is Monday night. We took the leftover pasta, and Lucy had a side of marinara to put on it. And then she had some peppers and oranges. This was like a leftover night because I hadn't been to the grocery store and it was a quick night. So she had pasta left over. Nate had some leftovers from a restaurant lunch that we had had the day before. So he had a leftover chicken tender, fries, and this delicious mac and cheese. Y'all look how good that looks. And I took the leftover taco meat and made a quesadilla with the beans, the cheese, and the taco meat and dipped it in that sour cream. So like I said, I usually cook like 1 or 2 times right now in the week, and we eat a lot of leftovers, but then I try to take the leftovers and turn them into something else so it doesn't get boring. So this is everything we ate all week long. If you guys like these videos and you want to see more, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know you want to see more. And definitely let me know, do you like seeing the kids' dinners? Do you not? Give me some constructive feedback on this. I want to show you guys what you want to see. I love you all so much, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next video. Bye, everybody.